Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, well, TGIF and happy Friday, everybody. Here we go now, coasting into the weekend. And I tell you what, the good news part of the forecast, this winter storm we've been dealing with for really the last 24 hours, we are now tapering it off. And even though we're going to have a pretty cold night tonight, we do have better weather as we do get into the weekend. But before we get there, we still have a few very light snow showers out there. We'll talk about that, but really kind of the almost mini miracle as we went through the overnight. We did not have a lot of additional snowfall accumulation. So for a lot of us, again, if you do need to get out today, while the roadways right now still slick and hazardous, we should improve those pretty easily as we go through the afternoon. Let's talk about that here over the next few minutes. Again, today, a few snow showers out there this morning. But again, take a look at this here. We should have some peaks of sun as we go through the afternoon. Temperatures, though, they do remain cold. So all things combined, again, this is what the computer thinks here. Again, keep in mind, we had some liquid rain yesterday. So while you may have received some snow, the liquid rain kind of eats away at snow on the ground. But truly, if you're looking for snow still on the ground, basically from the northern sides of the Metroplex, Denton, parts of Collin County, especially up towards the Red River Valley, up near the Gainesville area, 6 to almost 8 inches of snow. Elsewhere, 3 to 6 there in the pink and the purple, fairly common. And then again, you can see the closer you get to the Metroplex, especially Dallas and Tarrant County, 2 to 4, 1 to 3. Again, like I mentioned, raindrops, liquid rain kind of ate away at some of that. And then really just a dusting total in our southern counties. I'll post this map on our mobile app again if you want to kind of take a closer look at that. But again, for most folks, you did at least see some snowflakes. The bottom line is just not all of it this morning is even still necessarily on the ground. There goes the upper level storm system. Wow, take a look at that now. Really impressive. It's really blossomed overnight over to our east. So the deep south parts of the Tennessee, Ohio River Valley, they will have a real mess on their hands today. Again, the good news for us, obviously that's moving away. It's moving out of North Texas. This is all that's left. This is just a little backwash on the backside. Again, a few snow flurries, a few snowflakes. Again, not impossible. Really through about noon, what we would call a few passing snow showers. Not necessarily a big deal, and really not anticipating much, if any, additional snow accumulation with that. So counterclockwise area spin, that's the core right there, the area of low pressure. Again, really, as we mentioned yesterday, as promised, that thing is now really hightailing it off to the east. And again, you can see the rising motion there really just kind of amplifying now this morning. And like I mentioned, they're going to have a real mess on their hands, our friends off to the east, as we go through today and as we go through tonight. So there goes that upper level storm system. But again, as we begin to look at our weekend, as we begin to look at next week, what's showing up here? In fact, really a bunch of nothing, right? So we have a fairly quiet weather pattern. Could be a more significant cold front towards the end of next week brewing off to the north. We'll keep our eye on that. But at least in the near term, we do definitely have some better weather on the way. So there are those snow showers. You can see those I was talking about through about noon. Again, like I mentioned, those essentially dissipate and go away. Again, we should have a few peaks of sun late day. Then we do clear the skies as we head into the overnight. And again, it's with clear skies, and especially the locations that do still have some snow on the ground, that is really going to allow the radiational cooling to chill you down. There will be some locations tonight that are in the teens, and again, there could even be some fog, some freezing fog, in fact, around the area as well. So one more kind of dicey night, if you will, but then truly as we go through Saturday, much improving weather. I think you'll like the forecast over the next several days. So 30s today, again, cold. We taper off any remaining snow showers out there relatively early. We're basically at or below freezing. If you're making Friday evening plans, it may be another evening. You just maybe want to stay in. Of course, we got the Cotton Bowl this evening. Do something indoors at least one more evening. And then again, here it is tonight. Teens in the north, again, with the snow on the ground. Elsewhere, a lot of 20s. This is bitterly cold. Drip the faucets. Could even be some freezing fog. So that right there is going to be a rough start to our Saturday. But then we turn the corner as we go through Saturday afternoon. Look at this here. Again, we really do begin to rebound the temperatures. We're talking about some 40s around the area. So we begin to climb it out. You can see as we go through the weekend. Overall, the weekend forecast minus Saturday morning looking good. And then truly even as we go through next week, looking good as well. Watching the following weekend, again, could be a stronger front in the area, maybe some precip in the neighborhood. So we'll keep our eye on that. But again, that's a long ways on down the road.